upon a time, there was two curly little wolves with soft fur and fluffy tails who lived with their mother. The first was black and the second was gray.
One day the mother called the two little wolves around her and said, "My children, it is time for you to go out into the world. Go and build a house for yourselves, but beware the big bad pig."
"Don't worry, Mother, we'll watch out for her,"
said the two little wolves, and they set off.
Soon they made a kangaroo who was pushing a wheelbarrow full of red and yellow bricks.
"Please, will you give us some of your bricks?" asked the little wolf certainly. Said the kangaroo, and she gave them lots of red and yellow bricks.
So the two little wolves built themselves a house of bricks.
The very next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of bricks that the little wolves had built. The two little wolves were playing croquet in the garden. When they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside the house and locked the door.
The pig knocked on the door and grunted.
Little wolves, let me come in."
No, no, no. By the hair of our chin, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our China teapot,
said the two little wolves. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down,"
said the pig. So she huffed and she puffed and she puffed and she huffed. But the house didn't fall down.
But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. She went and fetched her sledgehammer and knocked the house down.
The two little wolves only just managed to escape before the bricks crumbled, and they were very frightened indeed.
We should have to build a stronger house,
they said. Just then, they saw a beaver who was mixing concrete in a concrete mixer.
"Please, will you give us some of your concrete?" asked the two little wolves. "Certainly,"
said the beaver as she gave them buckets and buckets full of messy, slurry concrete. So the two little wolves built themselves a house of concrete.
No sooner had they finished than the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of concrete that the little wolves had built.
They were playing tennis in the garden, and when they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside their house and shut the door.
The pig rang the bell and said, "Little fighting wolves, let me come in."
No, no, no,
said the two little wolves.
"By the hair of our chin, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our China teapot."
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down,"
said the pig.
So she huffed and she puffed and she puffed and she huffed, but the house didn't fall down.
But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. She went and fetched her pneumatic drill and smashed the house in.
The two wolves managed to escape, but their chins went tumbling, and trembling. "We shall have to build a stronger house,"
They said because they were very determined. Just then, they saw a truck coming along the road carrying barbed wire, iron bars, armor plates, and heavy metal padlocks.
"Please, will you give us some of your barbed wire, a few iron bars, some armor plates, and some heavy metal padlocks?"
They said to the rhinoceros who was driving the truck.
"Sure,"
said the rhino, and he gave them plenty of barbed wire, armor plates, and heavy metal padlocks. He also gave them some plexiglass and some reinforced steel chains, because he was a generous, kind-hearted rhino.
So the two little wolves built themselves an extremely strong house. It was the strongest, securest house one could possibly imagine. They felt absolutely safe.
The next day, the big bad pig came down along the road as usual. The two little wolves were playing hopscotch in the garden. When they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside their house, bolted the door, and locked all 37 padlocks.
The pig dialed the video engine's phone and said,
"Little fighting wolves with trembling chins, let me come in."
"No, no, no,"
said the little wolves.
"By the hair of our chin, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our China teapot."
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down,"
said the pig.
So she huffed, and she puffed, and she puffed, and she huffed, but the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. She brought some dynamite, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and the house blew up.
Boom! The two little wolves just managed to escape with their fluffy tails scorched.
Something must be wrong with that building materials.
We have to try something different. But what? At that moment, they saw a flamingo coming along, pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers. Please, flamingo, saw your flowers.
Asked the two little wolves. Said the flamingo, and she gave them lots of flowers. So the two little wolves built themselves a house of flowers.
One wall was of marigolds, one of daffodils, one of pink roses, and one of cherry blossoms. The ceiling was made of sunflowers, and the floor was a carpet of daisies. They had water lilies in their bathtub and buttercups in their refrigerator. It was a rather fragile house, and it swayed in the wind, but it was very beautiful.
The next day, the big bad pig came crawling down the road and saw the house of flowers that the two little wolves had built.
She rang the bluebell at the door and said,
Little fighting wolves with trembling chins and scorched tails, let me come in.
No, 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 said the two little wolves.
By the hair of our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, said the pig. But as she took a deep breath, ready to huff and puff, she smelled the soft scent of the flowers. It was fantastic. And because the scent was so lovely, the pig took another breath, then another. Instead of huffing and puffing, she began to sniff.
She sniffed deeper and deeper until she was quite filled with the fragrant scent. Her heart grew tender, and she realized how horrible she had been. Right then, she decided to become a big, good pig. She started to sing and dance to the tango.
At first, the two little wolves were a bit worried.
It might be a trick.
But soon they realized that the pig had truly changed. So they came running out of the house and started playing games with her.
First they played pig pong, then they played piggy in the middle, and when they were all tired, they invited her into their house.
They offered her tea and strawberries and wolfberries, and asked her to stay with them as long as she wanted.
The pig accepted, and they all lived happily ever after.
The